What's up guys, this is Chris here, and today we're coming at you with something you have been asking for. This is one of the most requested guns that have came out in 2023, and we got it for you. We have the Canik SFX Rival S. Now, we've done a few Caniks on the channel before, but nothing quite like this. Canik has been very good at coming out with new and improved versions of their firearms for the past few years, so much so that they've become one of the leaders as far as the competition and tactical world go, coming from kind of the budget area all the way up into hanging with and even have some improvements over some of the big boys. I really am impressed with the way Canik has been doing things over the past few years, and I'm even more impressed with this gun. And I'm a pretty big fan of that, because one of the things that is a bit of an issue with the Caniks as far as competition goes, just competition goes, is going to be the weight. The guns are very lightweight. They're usually striker fired polymer frame pistols, and they do come with a lot of features for the money, but at the end of the day, a 26-ounce gun still recoils like a 26-ounce gun. So they introduced the steel frame, which is new for 2023, and they put their Rival S on there. And what you have is a gun that I think is going to shoot really, really well, and I'm pretty excited to actually go out and shoot it. The gun actually retails for a pretty good price as well. I think it's like $800, $850 or something like that. Maybe $900, we'll put it below. We did get this from Canik for the first shots for the release, but that won't change my opinion on it. You guys know that already. Canik doesn't ask me to change my opinion on anything, and they do appreciate my feedback, and they make changes accordingly. So it wouldn't do them any favors if I was just nice about the review anyway. I want to see improved product. I want to see them continue to get better, and the way to do that is to push them to their limits, find out where they are, and then improve upon them. And I think they've done that with this. The main thing the Caniks had going for it is the trigger, and the trigger is still good in this, at least from the dry fire. They have a pre-cocked striker trigger similar to the P99 series, one of the best, if not the best, striker-fired trigger on the market. And they did it again with this, as you can see here. We'll ghost it for you here. Very, very short and light break, coming about 3 pounds, and the reset is very CZ 1911-ish, which is one of the reasons why people go to this gun. The slide is light. We have a bunch of good serrations here. We have an open top to reduce weight on the top and the bottom. Adjustable rear blacked out sight with a front fiber optic, perfect. And we have a lot of milling on here, which looks very, very professional. But going in deeper, other than just looks, you'll see that it's got a lot of weight in the dust cover. It's got texture on the trigger guard if you want to do the Jerry Mitchell-like thing, but it's got a very wide textured trigger bow as well. And that makes it very easy to shoot accurately and fast despite the break. We've got a extended magazine release on here, which works really well. You can grip it even with your left hand, and you won't have any magazine release problems like we had on the Smith & Wesson competitor. Comes with 3 grips, and unlike the traditional back straps on them, this actually encompasses the whole grip. I prefer this. I like when companies do this because it changes the entire grip. HK is kind of halfway, whereas you go like a Beretta or something like that, you can change the grip panels. This is the same system. They come with 3 of these, that's nice, 2 18-round magazines, and they also come with 5 optics plates as well, and a giant freaking case that you could take to matches and stuff like that. Sometimes they go overboard, like you get a gun from like H&K and the fucking case is this big. This is a perfect size case to house all the things you need. You can kind of tell this was designed by competition shooters. Canik has a bunch of really good competition shooters, and I think they've won a good portion of the major events this year. Nils Johnson, I keep always saying his name wrong, but he won the Carry Optics National Championship this year, and you can tell that he had some input on this gun. So just like all the other Caniks, it comes with all the tools you're going to need. It comes with the mounts, comes with the base plates. It comes with extra base plates too, which is cool. It comes with a holster. You can basically buy this freaking gun and go out and race with it. Now, one of the things that I'm going to hit it on a little bit is it does come with 1 less mag than I think my previous gun did, but you do get the steel frame. And for a steel frame gun with a trigger like this, $800 is a pretty freaking solid price. But let's go and find out, and let's see how the recoil and pulse changes with the steel frame. Let's see if we have any more, or if we have any more or less accuracy, and let's find out maybe if we have any reliability issues as well, because it hasn't been a long time, but a long time ago Canik had a couple reliability issues, but they've really ironed those out in modern day. So let's go over to Elliot's and Mr. Guns, we'll shoot it, we'll see what happens. Now, before we go, though, I do want to mention my Patreon supporters. Thank you guys very much. You're going to be purchasing the ammo for this review, and I can't thank you enough. If you like the channel, if you like the most honest gun content on the internet, just please go down that link and sign up for Patreon. Also, there's a link to a local shelter in Ames, Iowa. It's the YSS. Those kids could really use your help, so please go down there and donate to those kids. And then finally, there'll be a link to the Gundies as well. I'm up for Best Gun Reviewer again because of all of you awesome people who voted last year. I actually won Best Gun Reviewer last year at the Gundies, so we really appreciate that. And if you want to vote for me again this year, you can vote every day. The link's in the description. We have the Rival S out here, the steel frame. Pop some Blazer brass in it. And we're about, I don't know, maybe 16 yards from that head box there, and I'll just test it out and see, you know, zero, recoil and pulse, all that. All right, looks like it's grouping high right.
Where are you shooting?
I'm shooting this head box here. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, and the other ones must have went off the top corner. It does have an adjustable sight, so we'll have to adjust it.
Okay.
All right, we'll just do a little slow fire. All right, we got one round left in it. Okay. Take a look. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Moving so fast, I'm having trouble focusing. Again.
Handles the recoil for sure better than the polymer frame does. One of the things I really like about the gun, coming over here, for guys who like to drive their thumb, is I'm a big fan of what's going on here. This is kind of the weirdest little gas pedal I've ever seen in my life. I don't know if you can see that, it's on both sides. And what I've been doing is kind of rolling my fingers forward and pressing on that. And the cool thing about that is this extended mag release hasn't bothered me like the one on the Smith at all. Like I can squeeze as hard as I want and I don't press that in, and I don't seem to mess up either side of the slide release either, which is another thing that I do a lot on guns. So far, ergonomically, this gun's pretty impressive. No lockback on the slide. One of the things I'm noticing about this is that the recoil spring in this is way tighter than the polymer frame was. And I wonder if a little bit of the no lockback is that recoil spring getting loose. And hopefully it'll start loosening up. Shoots really nice, so the trigger is very, very good. Headshots. Woo.
Ready?
Yep.
That's fantastic. Yep, definitely a lot better than the polymer.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah.
That's kind of what I was hoping for.
Yeah, you can definitely feel the difference in the weight of the gun. It just holds on there so nice.
It looked really flat shooting.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the normal Canik's already super flat shooting, the normal Rival, which is what the top half is here, but this metal frame is definitely makes a difference.
Banging.
Pro grip takes a little getting used to. I tried a little pro grip.
Getting serious.
Getting serious.
Don't shoot the wall, babe. You can't shoot the wall. Everyone will see.
Oh, I didn't shoot the wall. I moved the target, so I can't shoot the wall.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah. Yeah. They've done something here. That's for sure. All right, so we shot the gun, and I gotta say, I was pretty impressed. Now, it definitely has less recoil than the polymer version, which is very cool. In my personal opinion, the steel frame actually has a better grip as well, but I prefer the way the grip angle fits and sits in my hand. This one doesn't taper off near as much at the bottom. It kind of leaves me with a little less to grab a hold of. This one sat very nice in my hand, and especially on the steel frame, the reloads were super smooth because you have steel on steel and it just slides in there so smooth, and the reloads are so fast by comparison to some of that friction you'll get when you do a reload on a polymer frame pistol like on the Canik, Glock, Walther PDP, etc. Now, when we were shooting at Mr. Guns, I didn't bring the freaking case, and we didn't mount a red dot to it, but Elliot actually had his slide there from his Rival, from his polymer frame Rival. So we put it on there to see if it would run well, and it did. 100%, and we also wanted to see what it would be like with a red dot, so that's why in the shooting footage you'll see a different slide on it. I partly wanted to see if it would work, and we also wanted to run it with a dot, so it was an easy fix. I also really liked the shortened up slide release. By comparison to my PDP, which I fucking love, but this one has a better slide release system because I didn't hold the slide one time. My thumb doesn't naturally sit on these, and for that I really, really like it. It gives me a place to drive my thumb, and it gives me a place not to put my thumb. So there's a lot of thought in this freaking gun, especially for the price that it is. I think these are going to be very popular, and I think these are going to be one of the competition guns you're going to see more and more on the circuit. Over the past few matches that I've shot, I've seen a lot of Caniks there. And that's because of the price, and that's because of the trigger. It's easy to be accurate, and it's easy to buy, and it's easy to get into a system. One of the things you have to remember with a competition belt system, it's gonna cost you a lot of money. You're gonna have to buy mag pouch, you're gonna have to buy a holster, you have to buy extra mags, and it's nice when a gun comes with more of that out of the box, especially if you're kind of a weekend warrior, not getting into it real seriously. I think this is a pretty phenomenal choice. Now, you're gonna have to buy some extra mags. I would recommend 6 to 8 mags. I actually bring like 12. Other than that, it's pretty solid. It obviously takes all the previous Canik mags, takes all the previous accessories, takes the previous mounts, takes the parts, and it even takes the whole slide. We're definitely gonna do a 1,000 round review of this because it's gonna be a lot of fun, and I can't really give you a opinion either way on whether or not I would run this because I can't shoot 150 rounds out of it and tell you it's gonna be the best gun for you. What I have to do is I have to take it over a series of a couple of months, shoot it indoor, shoot it outdoor, figure out what it does in the cold, figure out what it does with different ammunition types, figure out whether the parts hold up over time or the mounts get loose, all that stuff. And I'll hit you with my recommendation for the 1,000 round review, but so far, so good. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Please help out your local homeless shelters, and remember to recycle. Check you later.